up, YouTube? So we're back, and in this video what we're planning on doing is finishing off the build that we did with in our first video. We polished this casing from a 105 round that I received when I was in the military, and what we're going to do is we're going to finish it off by building the bullet for it. And I've always wanted to do this. I saw a similar round when I was in the military in a case. They had taken one of these and they had built a wooden bullet for it, and I'd always wanted to do it. So what we're going to do in this video is we're going to build the bullet. So come along with us and watch us and see what we can do. All right, so we're done cutting all our discs for our round that we're making, and we are about to cut a few more just to glue onto the ends so it'll fit into the lathe correctly. So let's go ahead and get on that. All right, so initially you saw me cut out some holes in some board with our hole saw, and we made a bunch of blanks. Now, I've seen a lot of people do this before. They just, when they're turning something, they'll just get a big block of wood and they'll rough it out. But I thought it'd be easier if I did it this way. So we're gonna try it and see if it even works. But when I cut out the wood, it left some fringe on the back side of the holes here. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna sand that off and make them all smooth. And then my plan is because there's a hole here in the middle, I plan on sticking a piece of 1/4 inch rod through it and gluing each piece together until I have a good length of wood that I can round out. So let's get started. Now, once again, I already removed my watch and anything that could get caught up in the sander here, so that I don't get hurt or anything. So be safe out there. Let's get this going. Now if you can see, there's this rough edge that was created when I didn't completely cut through. It didn't really clean it up, the saw. So what we're doing is I'm just sanding that rough edge off so it's somewhat smooth when I put it on here. All right, so now that we got them all sanded, I'm gonna go ahead and attempt to glue these all together. Right here, I've cut out a couple of pieces bigger, about 4 5-inch pieces, so that when I get to the ring that holds it into the casing, it'll sit in the casing. And that'll be our mark for the line. The rest will go inside the casing, and then this will sit on top of the casing. So, but the rest of them are all the same size. So let's go ahead and glue these up. All right, so to start off our gluing up process, I went down and I got some 1/4 inch all thread so it will fit through the holes of the blanks. And I went and got me some 1/4 inch flat washers, fender washers, and some 1/4 inch by 20 nuts to bolt this together. While I'm at it, I have some wood glue. I'm going to pour it into a cup, and I'm gonna take my little silicone brush here and paint them, stick them onto the all thread, and then when it gets to the end, I'll tighten the nut down to compress it all. So let's get started. All right, so we're back. We got it all glued up. I got one of the nuts clear over here. I'm gonna have to cut the rest of this 3 feet of all thread off, but I'm gonna go ahead and tighten it up and squish it together. So let's go ahead and start doing that. Perfect. Make sure it's straight. All right. Well, we'll come back when it's all dried up and we'll get it all chucked up in the lathe and start our next process. So here we go. So we're back. And after a full 24 hours of a cure time on our glue, we are prepared to take off our clamp here and knock our all thread out, and then go ahead and chuck it up into the lathe to begin our smoothing and carving.
And so, portion. Do you know about how many of these discs that you cut out?
I don't know, a lot.
A lot, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. There's a lot of them.
There's a lot of them.
A lot of them. He also put in some wider ones here, which is actually going to slide on, and then it's going to stop
the round from going completely into the case. Yeah.
Yep, exactly. Yeah. So, yeah, we're ready for this, and let's go ahead and get started.
We'll go ahead and...
I got this side. Yeah, go ahead.
All right. Right on. Go ahead and hand me the hammer.
There you go.
Ooh.
How tight was it? How tight was it when it slid in?
It was pretty tight.
Oh.
Let's see the other end.
You know, the other thing we can do is we can...
You know what? We can just cut it off.
Yes, or what we could do is we can actually put the nuts back on here and then spin it.
Yeah, do that.
So.
I boogered it up over here.
It's kind of boogered up over here too, that's right.
Did you put a washer on there?
No. No worries.
Oh, it's coming out.
Yeah. Process. It's slow, but effective.
Slow but effective.
This is really the shot for 2 hours later.
2 hours later.
Next. I can feel it coming in the air tonight. It's almost out. You know what that means? There it is, there's that bend. And it was that easy.
There we go.
It fell right out.
So let's get this chucked up in our lathe.